All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Exposure Runs the Podcast. I'm your host, Mustafa. Got a very special guest up here today. It's like this is like the I can't even call, because I think I'm older than you, so I can't say you big bro, but I definitely am not big bro. So like it's like we just like cousins or some shit.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, we could do that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me read off a little of your accolades. Like this shit right here, when I was doing a little bit of, so first of all, I like letting the guests know that like I real live dig into y'all past, like just to kind of make sure like y'all know I take this shit seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna spit off a couple things. Just rock with me a little bit. All right, so my man, he played high school at Hyde Park Academy. That's true.
Yep.
Led your team to a 27-5 record your senior year, averaging 17.7 rebounds and 5 assists. That's true.
Yeah.
Earned MVP honors at the Chicago Classic.
Yep.
Now that's a pretty big thing here at the Chicago Classic. So
yeah,
you was
big, man.
All right, cool. Attended the University of Toledo, correct?
Yep. I went there for my first 2 years of college.
Yep. Freshman averaged 7 points, 3.2 rebounds, 2.9 assists. Sophomore averaged 12 points with a 5-point increase, 4 assists, 2.6 rebound, 1.4 steals. Scored double figures against Illinois and against Temple, hometown team. Scored a career high 31 points against NIU. Back-to-back 25-point games. I got a whole litany of shit I'm going to read off here, too.
Do your thing.
Okay, all right. Just want to let you know. Back-to-back 25-point games versus Ball State and Bowling Green. Then transferred to Fresno Pacific.
Yeah.
Okay. Finished your junior and senior year. As a junior, earned first-team All-American, first-team All-Pac West, 4th in scoring in the league, which does not surprise me because I've seen you play. All right. What did kind of surprise me just a little bit is that you led the Pac West in assists. That did surprise me. You got a gun. Your shit is on a, okay? All right, hold on. I'm not done yet. As a senior, again, led the team, first team All-American, all-conference, led the Pac in scoring again. No surprise there. No longer a surprise in assists, but also led them in steals.
Yeah.
Went undrafted, but over the next 10 years has played in Morocco, played in the Levithian League, played in Greece, won 2019 FIBA Intercontinental Cup with AEK. Most recently played in Bao in Africa with Guinea. And I personally met you, which you didn't know me at the time, but my first time seeing you was in the Madison Pro-Am League.
That's what I was just telling my brother before I got
Nigga, like, I'd never seen anything like this shit. Like, so this was my first introduction, not just into the Pro-Am, but like into like, who the fuck is this? And so throughout that whole Pro-Am shit, like every game, you know, I'm working the score table every game. It got to the point where if I'm not working the clock on your game, I need his game. And the championship game, when you hit that, I got that shit on video. That game, everybody in the fucking gym knew you was getting the ball. Yeah, and that fadeaway jump shot 3, and you won that championship game for y'all. That shit was crazy.
Man, that shit was crazy.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me on, man. I'll be tuning in, watching you, do your thing. Y'all doing it every time over here, man.
I appreciate that.
Consistent, you know what I'm saying?
We really appreciate that, man. Like it's really important for us to have people like yourself up here, because the shorties, they fuck with you. We fuck with the shorties. We fuck with the coaches. Like just the entire. I'm an outsider. I'm from Philly or whatever. Yeah, so it's really important to me to have people up here on the podcast that represent the culture of Chicago basketball. And I feel like you are one of those people. We had Dante Maddox up here a couple weeks ago. We had obviously Coach Rob up here. We had Mike Irvin up here. We had Zay up here. We had the Fears brothers. So we're working on some real good guests. We're gonna have some of the younger kids up here too. So I think it's important having people like you up here who whether you think so or not, like you one of the OGs now in their eyes on the court.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
though you can still hoop.
Yeah, it's crazy that
But
I'm starting to hear that now.
Yeah, you one of the OGs. Yeah.
I'm going to year 10. It's like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, 10 years of playing basketball, it might be equivalent to like a 25-year just a regular job career.
Yep, sound about right.
Sound about right?
Yeah, at least 20.
At least 20.
Yeah,
at least 20. Talk a little bit about your high school experience down at Hyde Park. Talk a little bit about that a little bit.
I always actually wanted to go to Whitney Young when I was a kid.
Word.
Yeah, I looked up to Quinn Richardson. As I was telling you before we started the interview, my granddad was a CPS security. He would be the ones at the main event, CPS basketball games, escorting the referees back and forth to the locker room and to the court.
Oh shit!
So me being under his wing all the time, practically him being my dad, like I was with him all the time at those games, and that's how I got exposed to Chicago public basketball. You know what I'm saying, on the high school level. And at 7 years old, picked up on Quentin Richardson and was like, yeah, I want to go there. So then I was a smart kid too, so I always wanted.
Throw that out there.
I was a smart kid, so Whitney Young, I know it was like a magnet school, so you had to like take a placement test to get in and stuff like that. So I knew it was something I wanted to do. My mom worked at Hyde Park, so I really didn't want to go there
because she was there.
Yeah, because she was there. Like
I had that at my my mother worked at my school too, so I know that feeling. So
like I was, coming into myself as a teenager, didn't even really want to go there, but ended up going there. Played on the sophomore team my freshman year.
Okay.
But I was really like raw to the political and the real aesthetics of Chicago basketball, or just high school basketball, period. Just because I just came from a middle school. I just came from elementary school. My granddad was my coach. I pretty much got privileged.
Right. You played.
I was one of the best guys, but to an extent, I got a little privileges. So now when I'm coming to high school, don't know no players. Like I knew the coaches, but the coaches I knew wasn't my coach. They was the varsity coaches.
Okay.
So the coach that coached with me, Coach Bailey, he was real hard nosed and tough type of guy. Like the year we played for him, Coach Carter came out. And
so that was the mirror that
and we was telling people like, hey, we was doing this before the movie came out. Like this nigga crazy. Like
I'm not a fan of Samuel L. Jackson, so I never really saw the movie all the way through. I ain't even going front, but I know the movie.
I
know the movie.
So like but I had him my freshman year, and that really helped me, learn like the discipline of everybody being on the same level. Like I said, I was playing for my granddaddy for 4 or 5 years when I was in elementary school. So it was just a new experience on, meeting new players and, just coming into myself as a teenager. And that first year, like I ain't had shit but a floater. Yeah, that freshman year, I ain't had shit but a floater.
Interesting.
Like
I've seen that bag. That shit is kind of it's very very
man,
deep.
Appreciate it, man. That came from a lot of years working as I got older. We gonna get to that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, up in high school, my freshman year I played face off. Was blended in as one. I wasn't really a standout player or nothing like that. My sophomore year though, I made a little jump that summer. I had a summer job at the school.
Okay.
And we had a lot of downtime, and my coach was out. My coach, Narville Newsom, he's the coach at Lindblom High School now.
Okay.
He would have me on those dead period hours in the gym working on my game, and that was like the first time I ever really worked on my game, other than practice. Like you would go practice, you go hard, but like other than that, you got to go hoop. You going to hoop. If anything, you ain't going to work on your game. So I actually started shooting threes that summer, and that's when I started getting a jump shot that summer going into my sophomore year. They saw my improvements. I played varsity that year. It's probably I was the leading scorer. It was a lot of envy. It was 10 seniors on the team.
God damn.
There was 10 seniors.
And you the only sophomore?
It was me and another guy named Pharrell. He used to get in trouble a lot. Though.
Okay.
So, he never really, I was the guy that stuck.
And
there was 2 other juniors. And so it was 14 players. I'm like one of the only guys, and I'm leading scorer. The ball coming to me, the plays coming to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And they was feeling away?
Yeah, of course they was feeling away. They seen they want to ride out. And they like, I got this little nigga basically, you know what I'm saying, running the team.
Like, who the fuck is he?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but that year we was like mediocre team, probably like 500. Like I said, that was probably my first year and like working on my game. We didn't have like the culture now, like the kids got with the trainers and
all that.
We didn't have we literally didn't have none of that. Then we didn't have the social media to where it was right in our face, and we can go, yeah, let's go get this trainer. So all we did was go to the park, go to the Y, right there by the school, and just hoop. We got our work ethic through that. You know what I'm saying? So my sophomore year was, like I say, we was a mediocre team. Then my coaches that recruited me there, they got fired.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a new principal come in, assistant principal, who also was an assistant coach at New Mexico State.
Oh wow.
Yeah, back like in the late 90s.
Okay.
Named Thomas Trotter.
Okay.
He became our assistant principal, and you know, with him having a basketball background, with him being in that position of power now, he wanted to move things around, and he hired a new he hired a new staff with the sports athletics.
Okay.
And hired our coach, the late great Donnie Kirksey.
Okay.
He passed a few years ago during COVID. But he came in, and you know, me and my teammates was like, yo, we ain't feeling this because we didn't come in with this dude. Like, we don't know why y'all firing our coaches. We about to be juniors now. We about to be on varsity with them. Like, because like I said, I came in with my guys. Some of them played freshman my freshman year. Okay. I played Farsoft. Okay. Then when I went up to varsity, they came to Farsoft. Okay. So now this is the year we're about to all get together. Yeah, be together. We're finally about to all get together, and you fired the coach that recruited us. So we was hot. Like, all of us, we had a meeting. We had a meeting with the assistant principal and everything. Wow. Okay. Like, yo, okay. Like, man, y'all about to boycott. Yeah, for real. Like, yo, we ain't really feeling this, bro. Like, we finna come in the juniors. The coaches that recruited us, they about to leave. So what helped us? The guy I told you that worked at he's a coach at Lindblom now. He stayed. They fired the head coach. He was the assistant. Okay, but he was like, you know, the assistant is really the head. Yeah, the coach. Yeah. He was the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's who most players kind of rally behind the assistant, especially when the one that keep everything calm. Yeah. You know, he can play both sides. Yeah. So he stayed, and that kind of like got half of us to like, all right, got one foot in. Like, all right, we gonna be we still damn near out of here, but we got one foot in. And then I remember we had like a spring basketball league at Whitney Young. And we had the carpool. We ain't had no school bus or nothing. We all carpooled to the game. And some of us was in the car with DK, the coach DK. He flexed on us. He just started calling all his NBA niggas. Like, Mike Finley. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm finna go down here to T-Mac. Juwan Howard. Oh, shit. We in this motherfucker like, yo, he calling all these niggas, right? Like, it ain't nothing but a 30-minute ride from Hyde Park to Whitney Young. Right. Like, damn, he now we like, bro, he knows some niggas like we. Right. No, this probably one of them. Right. Now we finna start thinking about college and stuff, y'all. Like, I rallied the guys together, bro. We ain't going nowhere. We gonna go here. We gonna rock this out. Yeah, we gonna ride it out. First year, played with him. He came in, set a lot of rules, like gave us the discipline that we needed. You know what I'm saying? Always clean cut dude, suit and tie every day. He was an athletic director at our school. But you'd have thought he was the dean. Oh shit. Or assistant principal. The way he ran the school, the way he carried himself, the way he dressed. And you know, he just taught us, you know, he taught us style. He taught us look good, feel good, play good. We had shiny ass the bad boy, the bad boy, the Harlem World shit. You know what I'm saying? We had all that. You know what I'm saying? We looked good, came out there and played good. Like, that was DK stood on that. So, you know, he gave us like a whole new identity as a program. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And really shift the culture at Hyde Park. And the fact that our assistant coach was there too, and putting his input on what we always did, you know, with Hyde Park culture. It just came together, and those last 2 years was probably the funnest times of my life, like, that I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were some good times. When did you know that, like, yeah, I could fucking play? Like, I'm good. Did you ever have that moment? Yeah, I had that moment sophomore year when we had it was the summer after freshman year. We was going into sophomore year, and my coach Bailey, I told you, coach played for my first year. He took it was some guys that didn't show up. We supposed to take like 12 people. 7 end up showing up. So, all right, we gonna go with this 7. We gonna go to Kalamazoo to Western Michigan, you know, playing this team tournament, whatever. And we got out there, and I was still 14. These is all like older guys, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing to lose, but you know, I'm still nervous because I want to do good. Man, I got out there, I served every game. Oh shit! And this was going into my sophomore year. I got my first offer from Western Michigan. Okay. At that tournament. Yeah, at that tournament, I got my first offer to college at Western Michigan. So it was at that time I hit a game winner one game.
Oh, so that's always been your thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. You know, growing up watching Mike, man. Oh, you count down every time trying to get that last shot. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I remember one game we played team from Oswego, and I probably had like 25, and I didn't miss a shot, and I hit the game winner that game. And then like it was just a lot of people that was just that I didn't know that was just giving me respect on my game, and that's really all I ever wanted. Like
people just to recognize your game,
yeah,
just
people
respect
just to recognize me.
Yeah.
And but at that time, that's when I knew like, okay, this varsity year, but this ain't about to be as tough as I thought it was. Like I'm ready for this.
Are you ready?
And that's when when I had that confidence to take on the rest of my high school career.
In high school, who was your high school nemesis?
Honestly, they not a school. They don't exist no more.
Okay.
But Inglewood, we played them. We both our schools was on the same strip.
Okay.
We on 63rd in the Hyde Park, Jackson Park area. They on 63rd in the Inglewood area. Okay. Rowdy school.
Right.
Crazy ass East Side High. Right. East Side High. Lean on me.
They needed a Joe Clark over there, motherfucker.
It was crazy over there. But they had a class they was about to close the school class of 08. Okay. So I was 09, so this was my junior year. For as long as I can remember, even when Stephon played there, like we beat up on Inglewood all the time. But then they got their core group together. How I told you, we came together. Right. And they junior and senior year, they pretty much owned us, bro. Word. Like they pretty much owned us, bro. Like Big Nick, DeMarcus, they had some twins. Like they pretty much owned. They was just a tougher team. Right. They was just more rugged, and they just wanted everything. They just wanted them dogs. They was just dogs. I got you. Know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
Those was our like toughest nemesis for sure, though.
What was your basketball routine before games, and has it changed now that you play professionally?
Oh yeah, man. My basketball routine changes probably every other year up until probably like 5 years ago. Okay. Just because like I would take different things from different people and just see how I can apply it and put a spin on it. Okay. And do my own thing. But my routine in high school, shit, I ain't really had no routine. It was just for sure I got to put something on my stomach and to have that energy to get my all. But I ain't really had no strategy or I used to visualize the game a lot. Okay. Put myself in spots. Okay. Just trying to visualize what's gonna happen before it happened. But like in high school and college, I really didn't have no preparation. Like because my work ethic was shit though. So yeah. Was that so when you speak about your work ethic, and it's interesting that you brought that up because when we had Dante up here, we specifically asked him about that transition from high school to college and trying to gain that work ethic. Do you remember how difficult that was for you? I remember. I remember very well.
Okay, so when you answer that part, but I also want you to include your welcome to college moment.
Okay. Welcome to college moment. My welcome to college moment was this is when this is the discipline part. Okay. Like I went to Toledo my first few years. Right. We was blue and gold. Okay. And they told us like we don't really want to see no other team colors in here. Like when y'all come work out. So like blue and gold, motherfucker.
Right. Don't come in here with no
man. We had weights. I think we had some workout. We had weight workout. I woke up like kind of cutting it close. Damn, I gotta run. So I just ran with my brown jogging pants on, brown and orange, and our rival is Bowling Green. They wear brown and orange. Like so what? So I get to weights, and we had a little strong ass like weight guy. Like our weight trainer was like, he looked like somebody drew this nigga. Like this nigga was cock diesel, mean, fat. He was probably like 5'6", little man syndrome. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Oh yeah, Malcolm, we got another plan for you today. You don't have to do the weights today." So I'm thinking like, oh shit, all right, straight. Okay. Malcolm grabbed them sandbags. We about to go to the track. Go to the track. What we finna do at the track with sandbags? Man, I had to do 400 meters lunges with sandbag on my back. Hot as hell. September. Still like end of the summer. Like,
you was pissed, wasn't you?
Pissed. But that's why now I pay attention to detail. I ain't late to nothing. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff in college, really, and high school. Like DK, my high school coach. Like he helped us with stuff. Oh yeah, we going to this game. Y'all can't put flip flops on. Wear some gym shoes. Right? And then when we started traveling in college, it was like, I got my gym shoes. Hey man, take your flip flops off, coach.
You don't want
to put people on game just because I had that knowledge from my coach. Right, you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff helped me, become a pro and to be the best player I could be throughout them years.
From high school to college, other than the the sandbag and like what would you say was the most difficult adjustment for you?
Really just developing a habit, a work ethic. Like I said, like for us. It wasn't like, all right, we're a team of players, and it's like, all right, it's 2 of y'all working out and 10 of us not. Like y'all just like, no, none of us was working out. Like we was just hooping. Like nobody was working on it. Like I said,
right, your body.
We didn't have trainers now is reaching out to kids like, yo, you come train. Like we didn't even have that. Like you know what I'm saying? If it was a trainer, it was probably like somebody that's training like 50 kids, going to stuff like that. We didn't have that. So like I say, all we did was go to the court. So the thing for me when I got to college, it was like, no, it's people here that work hard. They gonna be better than you. Oh, the talent ain't the hard work gonna outwork the talent.
The talent.
It's gonna overpower the talent.
And it's noticeable.
It's noticeable. Like
it's noticeable.
When I first got to college, the coach, like, I didn't understand at the time, but like he expected so much of me. Like and I wasn't like after practice, I'm to the cafe, I'm to the crib. Right. Wasn't staying extra. I wasn't getting there early. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through the tunnel 5 minutes before practice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't understand it. And I had to take them bumps and bruises them first 2 years, hitting my head to figure shit out.
So let me ask you this. So like, all right, so I'm hearing you say this right now with Zay over in college now, what advice can you give me to give to him? Because I didn't play college basketball. I was good enough to play college football, but my college didn't have a football team at the time. But I know those nuances. Like I be trying to tell them, if you on time, you late. Try to get there early.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like show the coaches like you gotta break that mentality of like
just getting by.
Yeah. You have to put in just a little bit more. I try to tell him all the time, bro, like as good as you are and you decent, you only 70% good. Can you imagine if you put in an extra whatever to get to 80%?
Man.
To 85%. Like just that extra 15% would separate you so much. So is there anything I can tell him to help skip him to that process, or is it just something he just got to go through?
It might be something he just got to go through, but at the same time, like you said, like hearing it, I know me when I was younger, like I had the ignorant attitude to like, if you wasn't really doing this shit right now and you trying to give me advice, I ain't really, it ain't really registering to me.
Got you.
But if it was Steph Hannah or somebody at that time telling me like, look, bro, you got to do this, I'm like, all right.
And so
lock in.
And that's the crazy thing. That's crazy because I could tell Xavier something, and without even asking you or just somebody of your peer to like, hey, talk to Zay, or you just kind of just talk to him like, hey, little bro, like come here, like you've done.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're almost verbatim telling him the same shit that I done told. I mean, like almost, we've never talked. I've never, hey Malcolm, can you say this to Zay?
Exactly.
Can you do this to? But you like, hey, let me holler at Zay real quick. Hey man, you need to be, if you on time, you late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You like, my dad probably got that nigga to say that shit. But that shit be pissing me off. You know what I'm saying?
It's real. It's just really, it's just some ignorant shit is like, when you ignorant, you don't understand.
Yeah. Because ignorant it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just they just don't get it.
They just don't get it. Like it just don't register. Like everything my mom never played basketball. Right. Everything she was telling me to do,
but just life.
End up having to do that shit anyway.
Right.
I have to be the player I wanted to be. I had to end up doing that shit anyway. So if I'd have did that shit then, would have been different. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have went to Toledo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd have been at Kentucky or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know for sure the thing that was my thing that was, like, a big hurdle for me was just the work ethic part. I didn't get the work ethic part until after my first 2 years at Toledo, after I had to be humbled.
Damn. So it could literally take about 2 years before this shit turn on for him.
It could. But at the same time, I didn't have no father on me in my ear being there. You know what I'm saying? I had my granddaddy, but you know, he my granddad. He 50, 60 years old. Like, he telling me what he can. And
nigga, this ain't the 60s.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he telling me what he can about different you know, situations and stuff. But, like, he ain't never been in these places or positions, so he can't really tell me, you know what I'm saying? So I was really going on the fly and just, like, figuring that shit out. But, you know.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy how much shit just remains the same over the years. Do you or did you get nervous before games?
Oh, yeah, I still get nervous.
Do you?
Yeah, I get nervous before. Like, I have a weird feeling in my body, like, even before these Shot League games we just played. Like,
really?
Like, yeah, as soon as the ball tip up, it's gone.
Okay.
But, like, it's just anxiety, I think. It's just anxiety of, like, come on, let's get this shit started. Like, I'm ready.
Right.
I want to perform good. I want to put on the show for the people.
Right.
So I just, you know.
I remember when Zay was over at Marist, I had looked into a couple times, and I never pulled the trigger, and I do regret it. I wanted to get him some sports therapy. Like, I feel like these young kids, particularly these high level players or whatever, the anxiety that they experience. And we had Diggy up here a few weeks ago, and Diggy spoke about, which I thought was, like, awesome, and I can't wait for his episode to drop. But he spoke about, like, him seeing a therapist before games at Hillcrest. He said what he said, which was really impressive, was that he would see this therapist before the games, just kind of like to try to calm him down. And he said that one of the things that stuck out to him that she helped him do was change the music he was listening to before games. He said he used to, you know, listen to hard shit, probably the Chicago guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna shoot him up, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna stab you in your fucking eye.
Trying to get amped up, right?
But then he said, you know, she helped him change listening to some smooth, you know, just some calmer music, and it just calmed him down. Like, Diggy is definitely, like, one of my favorite point guards.
Man, I like that kid.
Yeah,
man. I like that
he's
kid.
A great kid.
I pulled up a couple times while I was home to watch him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I like.
And shout out to you, man, for like really pouring into these kids, man. Like, you definitely showed up to Zay game, that Hillcrest game, which was a great game.
That's the great game.
Yeah, it was a great game, man. Were you heavily recruited out of Hyde Park? I know you went to Toledo, but were you heavily recruited?
You can say it wasn't heavily recruited, but I had a nice little bag of schools. A lot of mid majors, Murray State, which I looked at the John Morant, went there like, damn, like that could have been you. That could have been it. You know what I'm saying? But I had Murray State, Missouri State, Northern Illinois, Toledo. What else did I have? Oh, Central Florida. I could have went there. Wichita State. You know, UIC. Yeah, I had Fairfield. I had a few mid-major schools. You know what I'm saying?
At the time, why did you decide Toledo? What about them made you decide Toledo?
Well, the coach, he kind of, like, it was exciting for me. Like I said, I wasn't really heavily recruited, so we had a game against at the time they was number one in the state. We had just dropped out of the rankings because we had just lost a big game to a non-ranked team, and we played Seton. DJ Cooper, still playing right now, professional. He's overseas in Israel. We played their team and we beat them. And my coach was at that game, so he drove up to watch just the showcase because LeBron's old school was playing that night. Whitney was playing. He came up there to watch the showcase, and
you just jumped on his radar.
Yeah, I jumped on his radar. He went to go get his assistant coach from Toledo and came back the next day. That's like a 4-hour ride.
Right. Like, you not gonna believe what I just saw.
Yeah, I'm finna come get you, and we finna pull up on Shorty. We finna go back out to Chicago.
And did you show out the next game he came at too?
He didn't even come. He just came to the school to see me.
Oh,
yeah, he just came to the school.
So the game that he saw was enough. I need to go get my man.
He saw me on Sunday. Game was probably at like 7. Went home that night.
Did he speak to you that night? After the game?
Yeah, he spoke to me.
Okay.
He spoke to me. And then when I came after I got out of class, 8th period, the next day, he was at coach's office when I went there.
Did you know he was coming back?
No.
What was that like?
It was exciting to me just because, like, I know he was at the game before by himself, and now I see coach, and I know how that ride is.
Did you know that when he was at the game prior to and even before he spoke to you that he was there? Was he there for you, or he just was there?
He was there. It was a lot of talent in a
so he had to be there. So if you were a coach, you needed to be there.
Yeah, you needed to be there. Okay. I think if I can remember correctly, Simeon was playing Leo. New Trier, they was real good. They played Marshall. Darius Smith was the number 1 player in the state.
Okay.
LeBron's old school played Marcus Jordan school, Whitney Young.
Got you.
So it was lit that day.
Okay.
We played the number 1 team in the state. So
and you gave our work.
Yeah, gave our work for sure. That game was real personal.
Okay. Why did you end up transferring from Toledo?
Like I said, at that age, I was naive and pointing a lot of other fingers rather than taking accountability. Okay. And my accountability was like I wasn't working hard. Like I didn't have a work ethic. Like and I could never get over the hump. Like my freshman year, it was a struggle because I just didn't understand. Then my sophomore year, I just couldn't stop eating. I was big as hell, but I was killing. Like they used to call me Lil Baron Davis. I was out there killing niggas. Like you see, my points went up to 12.
Yeah, 12 from 7 to 5. Yeah, I mean from 7 to 12.
Like they would weigh me every Monday, bro.
You was that big, cuz?
I was like 235, no muscle though.
Oh shit.
Like 6'3", mellow body. Like,
so wait. I want the record to reflect that your brother was here laughing like a motherfucker.
Cause he know. When he was smaller, cause he had a car accident, he got hurt and gained some weight, but I was damn near bigger than he was. Like he was windmill and all that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was like that. You know what I'm saying? So like you look back on this shit like, damn, like
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what it was. So but to answer the question though, like I wasn't being accountable, and then when I stopped playing that sophomore year after the season, I really just said fuck this shit. Like honestly, I stopped going to class, started getting into a little mischievous stuff. Like finally being away from the crib, like it was different for me too. Like I went to grammar school, elementary, from kindergarten to 8th grade. My granddad was there. Right. Then went from 9th to 12th. Now you're on your own. Now I'm on my own.
Now you're on your own.
Damn, ain't nobody checking for me.
Right.
I can move how I want to move. Like, damn, I ain't got to. My mom ain't waking me up for class. Like, I'm going back to sleep. Like, it was the freedom was just OD for me, and it was like me being the only child. It was just.
I had that same adjustment. Again, I wasn't no athlete, but I had that same adjustment. But my adjustment was more so like, I didn't really want to be there. No way. I was only here because my pop didn't think I could get the fuck in.
Exactly.
Let me start there. But then I was also only here because I was up here from the previous semester up here partying with my niggas, and then it was also I was up here. It was like because it was hella bitches up there. So I was doing my fucking thug fizzle. Like I'm a married man now, but I was a fucking animal in college because I did
as you should have been, man. Those the funnest years. Those the funnest years ever, man.
The fucking best. I told you before I came on camera. Like I told Jose, like nigga, if I was an athlete, your mother would have never known me, bro. Like for real, you could have been a fucking Gustavo or some shit.
Could have been on a sock.
Yeah, he got hella motherfucking brothers and sisters on socks and towels and washcloths and napkins and paper towels. Any fucking way. Anyway,
hell no.
How has your game changed since you played in high school? As it evolved, and I know that sounds like a very that's a dumbass question, but at the same time, like I'm sure you kept some stuff, I'm sure you changed some stuff, but how has your game changed?
My game has changed a lot just because I got in shape. So now throughout these, I've been like I said, when I got to Fresno and I got out there with basically getting a second chance at this basketball, I was like, man, I gotta get to it. I know what I gotta do.
I mean, I read off your shit. You got to it.
Yeah, I'm like, I know I gotta get to it. Like, I start putting work in, just running miles to the gym, then hooping. Then I would get on the weights. Like, I was changing over a new leaf for myself. I started doing it by myself. And then when I got out there to Fresno, I had my assistant coach was like retarded on the workouts. Like, and his brother who was a guy that went to Fresno State with Chris Herron.
Oh.
Yeah, like he was their point guard.
Okay.
And he had been living out there since he went to Fresno State. I had went to school at Fresno, and they just like that summer, man, I just elevated my game. I got in shape. My 3-ball started being real efficient. And I mean, that's really the only thing I could tell you as far as like improving on my game. Like I got in shape and my 3-ball got better. I always been a good passer, always been a defender.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's one thing. That was another thing I noticed from those Madison games is that you score and you defend. Like I mean, it's like shoot. Now you like you lock that, you picking up.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely used to peep that. Do you think the change in scenery like kind of helped you out a little bit too? Because I know Toledo was about 4 hours from the crib, but now you way gone.
I'm way out there now.
You way gone now.
Honestly, I went out there with one of my guys that was from Chicago.
Okay.
And the coach was from Chicago. Like the coach was recruiting me when he was assistant coach at Chicago State.
Okay.
When I was sitting out redshirting, and then when I decided to go back, he was like, man, I got a job in Fresno, man. It's a D2, but I'm like, man, the way my grades looking now, and it's a second chance, bro. I don't even care. Like send a flight.
Yeah.
I'll go on the flight. Went to the visit, and we hoop. I'm looking like I don't belong, bro. Like this is how my body looking, bro. Like,
but you killing.
I smoked them niggas. Like I got offered that day. Like I signed that day. I went out there. I signed that day, bro. Like he like, yeah, I want you. I'm like, I'm not wasting no time. This is a second chance. Like I was just telling people at the crib, like, yeah, I'm about to go here. I'm about to go here. But in my mind, I'm like, shit, I don't really know what's about to go. So when this came about, I'm like, come on, like I'm gone. Like I'm finna make the best out this shit. And you see, All-American. Like I had to go kill there.
Do I need to read the shit off again?
Nah, you ain't gotta read it off.
Sure? Okay, I will. I fucking will. I saw it. Scout your game. What type of player would you say you are?
I would say like in a real setting, like, cause my game is not the same as in a pro-am as it is overseas.
Fair enough.
Like overseas, I'm a point guard. Like I get my teammates involved.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna give out too many tricks. They still can't stop it though, so it don't matter.
It is what it is.
Make him go left.
Okay.
Make him go left, he gonna pull up. If he go right, he going to the rack. Or he gonna do whatever he wanna do, going right.
Okay. Y'all niggas overseas better be taking notes.
Don't let him post. Don't let him post shoot over his right shoulder. Don't let him post shoot over his right shoulder. They're gonna stop the left shoulder, but the right shoulder is really the most deadly. And keep the ball tight, cause I'm swiping. I'm trying to get steals. I'm trying to get steals. I'm deflections. Like I'm real active.
Cause one of these joints you led the entire league in scoring, assists, and steals.
And then they ain't put it up there. When I got to Greece, I led the league in steals a couple times. Yeah, they ain't put it up there.
Okay.
I know that's Wikipedia. They ain't got it up there, but yeah, it's in there.
I'm not giving my sources where I get my shit from. Some of it was, but it wasn't all Wikipedia. Fuck, I don't just go on that nut ass site. Fuck that Wikipedia site. I use it.
I be on there like, yo.
You can edit the shit. You can edit the shit yourself. You know
I know.
That.
I don't even be putting no.
I mean, some of the shit came from there, but not all the shit came from there. Shit. When you were coming up, did they have the whole ranking thing? And what was your rank? And what do you think about it now?
I really don't. I'm be honest now. Like I really not hip to it. Like I don't really know. Like if I don't see you on my phone, like getting highlights, I don't really know the kids unless from Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, for me, like the rank is, man, we was thirsty to get ranked. We was coming up. Like, we had just started getting the internet for real. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So we getting. So
y'all want to see yourselves on that shit?
Yeah, we getting to school early. We seeing. It's
no longer about the newspaper. We want to see my shit online, my nigga.
Like I said, freshman year, I didn't know what was going on. Some of the players knew each other. The coach knew the players. I didn't know nobody. I'm like, damn, y'all hooped over the summer. Like, y'all had summer leagues. Like, I didn't know that y'all did this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really new to high school. So that year, one of my other guys, one of my friends, Sean, he was like real into it. He was cold with us too around that time. And he used to put us on the message boards. He used to write on the message boards like, yeah, watch out for Malcolm Griffin, Sean Allen. Like, he would say shit like that. And after my sophomore year, we had a big playoff game on TV. I did my thing. It wasn't really just that game. Like I said, I was the leading scorer my whole sophomore year.
Right.
That was probably a Saturday. That Monday, I was getting out of gym class. I had a gym first period. My best friend had a gym second period, and he was coming up as I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I'm just on the computer downstairs, bro. They got you at number 18 on Chicago Hoops. Like, yeah. All right, bro, that's what's up. Try to play it off.
Right.
I had computer class next. Soon I got out the door. Damn, number 18. Like, and I at that point it was like, all right, I gotta stay here, or I gotta get past these guys.
Right, like you know and then when you saw the other 17, what was you like?
Demon time every time.
Like these niggas ain't better than me.
Every time. I haven't got to. That's why I was telling you I'm gonna backtrack to that game where I got my offer. Okay. So Tony Nixon, one of my guys, he's a development coach with Dallas now. Okay. We was on AAU team together. He was ranked higher than me. And we was on the Mac Irvin Fire, and you know, even to this day, Mac Irvin, they got all the top players. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Me at the time, I think by the time I was going to my senior year, I was like number 25. Like I ain't dropped too much, but you know, the rankings is whatever it is. What it is. I wasn't a big AAU guy or none of that. And we had played Brandon Bass Elite in Texas. Okay. At the at some tournament in Texas in Houston, and man, he went crazy. He had like 9 threes. he had like 30. He was on our team though, but like me, I'm saying this story because me being one of the guys who was like the lower rank, I was getting the back end. I was getting the short end of the stick. So I wasn't really playing that much. Mm-hmm. Like it's 13 killers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near in the last 3. I ain't even really in the second 5.
Got you.
I'm feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we on the bus leaving the game, going back to the shuttle bus, going back to the hotel. And I had got in garbage time that game. I'm out of it. You know, I'm a kid. I shot an L ball, man, whatever. We won the game, so it don't matter. Right. So we get on the bus. He feeling good. He just got his offer. He ended up going to North Illinois. He got his offer. He got the offer to that school that day. Okay. So it's lit for him. You know, like, motherfucker, we happy and stuff. He like, yeah, y'all see Malcolm out there, L ball, ooh. I'm like, bro, I'll bust your ass, bro. You just on the team cause of whatever. And if Hyde Park CC, we gonna bust y'all ass. Now, mind you, they a Catholic school, we a public school. Right. It's not even a real chance we gonna see them. Right. What happened? Y'all see them. The schedule come out and we got them December 14th. I never forget. This is when I got my first offer to the team that I played for. December 14th, St. Xavier High School. I smoked them niggas. And that was personal. And I got my school deal. I got to Toledo from that game. So it was like, it's a memorable time for
memento.
Me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just
that's pretty dope.
Shout out to Tony, man.
Yeah, I was about to ask, was y'all still
Yeah,
cool?
That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
Okay. How difficult is it playing overseas, being away from your family? I know you got a little shorty now. Like, how difficult is that when you're overseas? When that time comes, you got to leave. Like, you know, what's your process? What do you go through?
When I first went, it was my first time out the country, of course. So it was like I didn't know what I was getting into. So I was definitely nervous. Mm-hmm. But then I got over there, and you see like the teammates speak English pretty much. The coach kind of settles you a little bit, but like you said, as far as being away from family and stuff, like I always missed that. Like the first 6 years of my career, I was over there alone. You know what I'm saying? But now my wife and my son, they come over there with me. They've been over there with me the last 2-3 years. Okay. So that's like way more soothing for me now. But before that, it was like, it was tough. But like once I get into an environment, I'm comfortable because I'm the only child. Oh. So I'm used to the isolation. Got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to being by myself. So like that wasn't the hard part. Okay. It was just like, damn, I miss my family. I would miss my family when I went to school in Fresno. Right, got you. You know what I'm saying? Like I love my friends and family, so I always miss them. But like, you know, gotta get to this chicken.
Oh, definitely.
So, you know,
you gotta feed the family.
You fuck with me, come see me. Like, come fly over here, bro. I'm overseas. I'm out here. Come. And then like I had
vacation time.
I had a couple guys come see me, couple family members. So you know that helped those other years that I didn't have nobody over there with me. So
did you ever have any situations like I can't remember the name, but my guy used to tell me stories about a friend of his who was overseas where he actually had to send his family back because the people was over there trying to kidnap him and shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard of stuff like that.
Ain't nothing like that ever happened to you?
No, nothing like that ever happened to me. Only thing that might happen now, they gonna send threats through your Instagram or some stuff like that. That ain't nobody. Those,
I heard the
like
fans over there. I'm about to say, I heard the fans get real.
Yeah, they get real. They get real spicy.
Yeah, I heard it get spicy. When we had Jeremy Fears up here, he was telling us about the experience when they was over in Puerto Rico.
Oh, you talking about the kid's dad?
No, I'm not talking about Jeremy Senior. I'm talking about Jeremy Jr. when he did the Olympics.
Oh,
he did the Olympics over in
Sweden?
No, was it Puerto Rico?
It was Caribbean or something like that.
But he was Central America.
Yeah, that's he said the shit was so crazy. The fucking gym was rocking.
Yeah, it get like that, bro.
He
like
said
I'm talking about when I was in Morocco, they lighting smoke bombs while we playing. Like
that's crazy.
It's smoky as hell in the gym, red smoke, bro. Like
they don't do nothing.
Like they don't do nothing. Like sometimes at the jump ball of the game, swear to God, they'll throw like 100 rolls of tissue on the court. Like, you gotta stop the game. You gotta stop the game. Clean up the tissue. All right, now we finna start. Like, now we finna start.
That's crazy.
That shit like that be happening, bro. Like, it's wild.
When you was in high school, who was your toughest player to guard?
Toughest player to guard? Let me see. I'm trying to see who we played often so I can say they was tough to guard. Damn, I honestly think I probably had tougher battles in practice guarding Fabian. Honestly.
Lil Fabian went to Texas?
Yeah. We went to school together.
That nigga is I love that.
I probably had more tougher time guarding him in practice, him and Tone, more than like to honestly like just say, somebody like nobody never really.
Okay, go ahead.
Iman Shumford got on my ass.
That makes sense.
Put it.
Okay.
Junior year.
Okay.
Yeah, he put us out of state. Yeah.
Shout out to Iman.
I can go back to that.
Okay.
We did play Iman Shumford his senior year.
And he gave it to you.
Yeah, he had like 30.
And what about college and professionally? Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
In college, bro, it was this dude named David Cool. Motherfucker look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He don't look nothing like no basketball player.
It reminds me of Tyler Hansborough.
Look at his stats when you leave, bro.
Okay.
For Western Michigan, bro, he was a dog. Like, he don't even like. He look like farm boy, bro. Like
probably was strong as hell.
Strong as hell. Ball in college, like scorching that bitch. Cause nobody guard him, bro. Like he was tough. And I got that. When I got there, he was like already like a senior. So like I was thrown in the fire. Like damn, like this nigga. Like y'all be talking about him, bro. Yeah, okay. That's why we talk about him. What is you talking about? Drake is 30.
What about professionally?
Professionally, Macon. He plays for he just played for Onyx. I played him in Greece. He played for my old team, AEK.
Okay.
I think his name Devon Macon or Devin Macon or something like that. He was nice. Real crafty.
Okay.
Can shoot it. Know how to get to the line. Know how to bait you in the fouls. Like he played in the league with Dallas. I think he played with Dallas and Miami. Like
okay.
He played
a little stint.
No, he played like
in the league.
Roster. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He played probably like he might have had a 10-day or he might have played a year actually.
Okay.
Like he played in Dallas and Miami though. Like yeah, he was probably the toughest.
Okay.
But it's overseas. It was more than him though, because it's just these are the greatest hoopers from all over the world. That was.
Right, that's all in the melting pot. Yeah.
Pot, so
who guarded you the toughest? Like who gave you fits?
And all those levels.
Mm-hmm.
The dude I told you from the Inglewood team we used to play.
Okay. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah, Rocky was crazy, man. They used to have. He was like out there to like. Antagonize me.
Okay.
He wasn't nobody getting no buckets,
right.
like that.
He
like
just
he was the guy that antagonize. He was be talking to himself when he guarded me. Like coach said, don't let you get the ball, coach. I'm just like, bro, this nigga, I gotta deal with him all night, bro. Like, but shout out to Rocky, man. College. Norris Cole from the Heat.
Cole.
We played him at Cleveland State.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I scored. I don't think I scored. I was, like I said, he was a league prospect. I wasn't in shape. I was a freshman. Like I was like, damn, like I can't breathe.
Right, like slow down, bro.
Yeah, like I can't. This shit is ridiculous.
Like, what is you doing?
And then over in Europe, I have to say, who can I say? I don't know. I can't really give you no name overseas for real. Like off the top of my head, that like, you know, guarded me tougher. Like it used to be this kid on this team who like 18, they really putting him out there to get 5 fouls, but I can't breathe. Like he's small, like I'm trying to post, he's trying to pull a chair, he's picking me up 94, like I gotta pass the ball, so I just go get it on the block. Right. Then it's tough to get on the block. Like I would give him that type of credit. Like he was tough. Like
got you.
They just got a lot of players like that.
What about who was barbecue chicken? Who you give? But now you gave buckets to. I've personally seen you give buckets to a lot of motherfuckers. But like who you give some buckets to? Name your homies who you gave them buckets to. High school, college, and professionally.
High school, me and my homie Jeremy Jones used to go at it. Like we was both from the same side of town. He was like the standout player at Simeon.
Okay.
I was at Hyde Park. Like everybody over east was like, oh yeah, Shank got it, 2-4 got it, like whatever. Like that was like he was like my real friend. Like, that was my homie too. Got you. So I could say that. Then in high school though, I gave in that game I won the MVP. Rob Covington, John Taylor. You saw the guy John who been back in town lately. He was at the Nard Bro shit.
Oh yeah,
the layup.
Yeah.
When he traveled, he was sitting there
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like him too. He a crafty motherfucker too.
Man, that was my college team.
Yeah, he crafty as hell. Yeah,
like, I would get like anytime I would get like a triple double or close to it. He's getting 30, 40. But he was ridiculous, bro. But I ain't gonna get off topic. It's college though, Northern Illinois. Like that being a home, like every time we played them, I was on bullshit just cause like every
motherfucker should have recruited me.
Yeah, every time just cause I had a lot of friends that went there. You know that shit calls for when we talk. Boy, I bust y'all ass. Like I say that to this day. Like y'all couldn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, those bragging rights.
Yeah, those bragging rights.
I got you.
Then overseas, I ain't really know. One like I say, the matchups and stuff over there be so different because it's like
it's a melting pot.
Yeah, it's such of a melting pot. It's hard to tell that, but with a smaller crowd, like being in college with a conference and stuff like that, it's easy to really identify those guys.
Name your all-time favorite NBA team. Name your team. 5 starters and 1 person off the bench. All time. No, it don't have to be a specific position. This is your team. You name them.
I'm gonna do positions anyway.
Okay.
At the point, my favorites, right?
This is your team, yes.
This not the 5 I'm saying the greatest. This is my team.
This is your team.
All right, I'm going J Kidd.
Okay, that's the first.
I'm going Mike.
You gotta say that, or you can't go back to the crib.
I'm going Brian.
Expected.
I'm going Big Lord. I'm going KG. I'm going KG for the 4. I'm going Lord for the 4.
Okay.
And then I'm going Diesel for the 5.
Okay. Who coming off your bench?
Off my bench. I mean, they gon' people see this, they gon' act crazy because I say Steph off the bench, but I need somebody out there that's gonna guard and really get Mike the ball, get Shaq the ball. Like I think like that. Steph just gonna run around, shoot threes. We need that off the bench though. Come get 40 off the bench. Like, but we need J Kidd to get all these niggas the ball and guard. Steph is a liability on defense
all the time.
So like,
and motherfuckers don't never.
And then with this new game, they getting a switch. Like,
niggas don't never talk about how much of it. Now I fuck with Steph, but he a liability on defense.
Yeah, liability though. Like, but Steph, he like,
and Draymond protect that motherfucker on defense often.
For sure.
But anyway, mine's is I got AI, I got Kobe, I got Jordan, I got LeBron, I got Hakeem, and I got Jamal Crawford coming off my bench.
6 man, the 6 man,
the 6 man of 6 man.
That's the 6 man of the day, of the lead of 75 years.
Exactly. And I when I made my team, I went back and forth between him and Lou Will, but you know, Jamal Crawford, other than old school, the microwave from the Pistons, I feel like Jamal Crawford really kind of like put the 6 man on the map.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like before Manu, it was. I mean, the 6 man was an under like who the fuck wanted to come off the bench?
Exactly.
The 6 man is usually a motherfucker that should be starting, and Jamal was crushing when he was starting when he played with the Bulls and all the shit.
Bulls and Knicks,
yeah, man, right, exactly,
ridiculous.
So
bro.
like, yeah, the 6 man,
that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough. I had another question before I was going to ask this last question, and it totally slipped my mind for some dumbass reason. But anyway, yeah, I know what it was. Before I ask these last couple of questions, I usually do this in the beginning, but you know, we got into your accolades and stuff. Like, just kind of talk a little bit about, you know, our platform a little bit, and you know, just what you know about it, what you think about it, and you know, how we, you know, just kind of not just with the podcast, but you know, just what you've seen that we've been doing over the past however long you've seen us. I've started this platform in 2020 for Zay, and we've just kind of grown into what we've grown into.
Man, well, first, like, definitely want to give you your flowers, because like you from not being here, bro, and like doing what you're doing for our kids and our city, like the hoopers and us, like they probably don't talk about it broadcast. We know though, like just how if it's a killer that ain't getting in the game, yeah, y'all the fans don't know he really a killer though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know he a killer though.
Right,
so
right.
like that's the same attitude it is with me and my peers when it come to you and your what you got going on with the exposure runs, with the podcast. Like, I'm definitely, if I'm still home, I'm pulling up to the next one on the 28th. Then a podcast, like, for what you trying to do for Chicago basketball and the people you had up here and the time you've been doing this, like, you on the right path, bro. Like, Mike Irvin, Rob Smith, the Fierce brothers and they dad, like, these is the type of, you know what I'm saying, if you really talking about Chicago basketball, I'm having the honor to be up here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing for our city is for the youth. Like, it's something we didn't have. You see what I'm saying? So like, and I ain't trying to discredit like Lefty from the Y or
shout out to Lefty. Shout out to all them guys.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, Lefty from the Y, and I ain't talking about Lefty boy, Lefty from Southside YMCA.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, YBA used to be with the kids and stuff. Like, not taking none away from none of them guys, but like, it's on a different, like, times has changed. We got different resources now.
Yeah,
so like
the internet.
Yeah, the internet and the research. You gotta take advantage, and what you doing and how you doing it, bro. It's like, it's really admirable, and like, we rooting for you. Like, regardless if it don't get talked about enough, like I say, we know the peers, my peers, we know what's going on. We see everything. We know what's wrong with the city. And
I will say that over the last couple of months, like, just kind of running into some of the guys I've seen, or like they'll see me, or even on social media, they'll start, you know, liking the page and sharing the content and all of that. So I definitely know that they know it, and it's very much appreciated. Like, my goal with this initially obviously was to get Zay everything. That was the goal. And then I recognized, like, damn, it's thousands of fucking Zays. And then from there, you know, with the podcast, it's like, you know, no diss to Chicago. Like, I'm here now, but I'm, you know, I don't, respectfully speaking, I don't have to answer to nobody. And so, like, I feel like I am and can be that neutral party to kind of pull everybody together, because I see it is broken. But like, shout out to all, but I'm adamant in making sure like all of the OGs is getting a piece of this. Like, that where I'm from, that's what you're supposed to do. And like Philly, like, you get to a certain point, you got to make sure that you give homage to the OGs while you pulling up all the young people. Because without the OGs, ain't none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know I made the mistake. None of it, right? And I know I made the mistake with Lefty, but like, shout out to Lefty, shout out to Larry Daniels, shout out to fucking Ricky Moore, shout out to all these guys, and there's plenty of people I haven't named, the Derek Ellisons of the world, like Coach London, like I just talked to him today, Rob Smith, you know, we talked about the coach that just retired from
my Wolf.
Yeah, from Wolf. I don't know him personally, but I'm definitely gunning to get him up here. I reached out to Ronnie. I'm trying to get him up here. Like, it's important, the Chicago culture.
Like I say,
it's important that people need. You know what I'm saying?
This is Chicago.
This is royalty.
This is real. This is what, and these people that you name, and like, this guy's not as playing that be needing to hit it, because they don't really know their history when it comes to Chicago basketball. Bro.
And I'm making it a point. I'm making it a point that to know them to understand them, to talk to them, to kind of pull from them, get their story, their history, but in the process of learning about somebody else. Oh, I didn't know about them. All right, let's talk about them.
I see that. I see when you do that a lot up here. Like they'll mention something you ain't know. Oh yeah, like yeah.
And now I want to
bounce off.
I want to know. Like, let's talk more about that. Yeah,
on what you
I asked Mike. I did ask Rob. I asked Mike and Rob, and I think I asked JD. I think I asked the Russell brothers. Who y'all Mount Rushmore to coach it? Like Chicago has, bro. You want to know something? Here's the crazy thing, and if he makes a reel out of this, I might get my Philly card pulled. I know more now about Chicago basketball than I do about Philly. Way more. Now I know some Philly cats,
and that's not really far fetched because your son was in this shit. Like, yeah. So it made like when your son got old enough for you to really like start paying attention. I have to. All right, now I got to see what's going on. Like my boy here now, like I gotta know what's going on. I gotta know what's going on
because I don't want to sound stupid when I'm trying to talk to somebody when I'm trying to get him an opportunity.
So that make all the sense in the world to do that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I definitely want to. We talked a little bit about you pulling it. Like you do pull up on the shorty. Like I know for a fact. Like you coming to like you brought your shorty to the game. Like you pulling up on Zay. Like you've always been a supporter of him. Pouring into him from inside and out. But I really appreciate you, bro. Like you definitely one of the ones in this city. And like I personally, as a father and just as a fan of Chicago, like I wear Philly on my sleeve, but
Yeah, you been here what? Like you said, 14 years?
I'm 10. 10? I've been 10.
Oh, that's my trainer that's been 14 years.
I've been here 10. Yeah, but I got a 6-year-old who was born here. So like, it's I guess this is the crib 2.0. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So sure. I fuck with it.
I'm glad that you got here and like, seen some type of good in it because you always try to act like it's just the worst.
Man, I tell my niggas back at the crib all the time.
Stay in your lane and mind your business, man. You'll be all right.
I'm definitely right. And I always feel like anywhere I'm good at any hood because I respect the people there. And I know anything can happen at any time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I carry myself in a certain kind of way. Like I've had situations where I've seen the look of like, I should get on that with this nigga. Mm-hmm. And the look back isn't.
Yeah, it ain't like challenging.
It ain't challenging. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you could, but
it's like,
please don't.
Right. Like,
I ain't got nothing. I'm not going to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been in some.
I've been the same way. Hey, man, look. I'm born and raised on the east side of Chicago. I always stayed in my lane. Like I hung with the guys that was doing stuff, but like I know how to move around.
Yeah, that's how I was in Philly. Like I hung with them type of guys, but I never really had to do nothing. That wasn't me.
Exactly.
And when it came time for them to go get busy,
I'll
holler at y'all.
Hit me when y'all get back.
Let's go get a grab. Whoever don't make it back, we're more than them. But
I just love that my friends I grew up with.
They respected that.
They ain't make it like, man, you a hoe. Yeah, you ain't trying to come.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bro. All right, it's all good. We gonna hit you when we get back.
Yeah, we'll hit you when you get back.
Hit me, bro.
Nah, that's love. Definitely wanted to invite you for sure to the showcase on the 28th. I know you said if you hear you'll slide through, so definitely want to invite you and your bro to the event. Like you wasn't at last year's event.
No, I haven't been because I'm either gone or
I hope you're here.
I hope you're here. I hope I'm here too.
I hope you're here. That's just gonna be love.
Sure.
All right, so my last two questions. One is a comment more so, and then the second one is more so something for you to do. You know that I'm Muslim. In this land, we believe that our children pick us as parents. You do have a son now. That's your only child?
Yeah.
That's perfect. In this land, we believe that our children pick us as parents, which means that your son picked you to be his father. Right? Mm-hmm. Take that in for a hot second. Now, just kind of talk about what that means and just talk about your family as a whole.
Man, my son, he the greatest joy that I ever experienced. So, like, for you to go off what you saying, like, he picked me, like, I'm going to be the best for him. I'm going to, like, I pick up stuff from what y'all do, too, with y'all kids. Like, like, through the years, and that's why I waited this long to have my first kid, just because I wanted to be fully prepared for, this moment. And like, they mean everything to me though. Like I say, the fact that they can go overseas with me now, like that makes me like, I don't never have no anxiety with like leaving no more or like they my peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I I get away from them for 2-3 days, and I'm like, I'm ready to be back around them. Like, just cause that's really my piece. I've come to understand that, and like, I just sacrifice whatever I got to do for them. And my son, like, he gonna get the best in everything.
That's love. How long you been married?
2 years. Wednesday.
Oh, your anniversary's coming up.
No, it was just Wednesday.
Oh, just past Wednesday.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. Happy anniversary, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
You a rookie, bro. My shit in 2 weeks. Yeah,
What's the date?
So we have the 7th and the 9th. We got married twice.
Oh, word.
So we got married traditionally, and we got married Islamically.
Okay.
As well. So for some odd reason, it was a great idea in theory, but when it come time, now I got to get fucking 2 gifts. So that fucks me up. Like, so when we did it, it was like, oh, this is, so it was like, oh, yeah, we could do the traditional thing. And she's like, well, I want to make sure that we're respecting your religion as well. It's like, oh, that's so decent. That's cool. But then that first year rolled around, and every year since, it's like, are you,
hell no, hey.
Nigga, so
that's tough.
Who the fuck is
I'd have been like, look, we just gonna celebrate it in the middle day in the 8th.
Nah, nigga, and now this year, this year the shit falls on the weekend. So like,
oh, we got the whole weekend?
Nigga.
Damn.
Nigga. Shit is crazy. Like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put myself on Front Street. I gotta do something thorough. I have to, because and I'm a nigga, like, I don't really mind putting myself out there, but because like her birthday was July 15th, she had to, I feel bad, she had to front her birthday. You know what I'm saying? It was on some coke shit, like, yo, let me front you this brick. You know what I'm saying? She had to front, like, nigga, you ever see the memes and shit where the nigga wears bitches paying for something and you gotta stand behind it? Nigga, we in customs, I'm standing behind it because she done paid for the trip overseas. I'm standing behind her looking like a fucking goofy, giving the dude my passport and shit.
She paid on consignment. You took out on consignment.
Yeah, dog.
You took wifey on a birthday trip off consignment. Right. That's crazy.
That's why I didn't even post much about it, because I couldn't flex like I didn't do this.
Oh, bro, you ain't, as a man, you like.
So I let her post her little thing, but like, you know what I'm saying? I had a ball. I had a motherfucking ball. She did her thing, but like, I definitely hugged her in the motherfucking in the line as the fucking dude was like, "K?" Asking for the passport shit. Yeah. So I gotta do something dope for the anniversary. I can't.
Hell,
you know what I'm saying?
That's funny as shit.
Yeah. So like,
damn, that's coming up ASAP.
Damn. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I'm gonna think of some. Try to send you a couple ideas.
Please, because 15 is. I think the thing is crystal or some shit. Like, I'm not. And then my wife,
how many years?
15, bro. And then she don't.
That's a milestone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
then she don't be wanting her traditional shit. Like, she sent me fucking links to fucking Louis and shit. Like, Louis. Nigga, I know a nigga named Louis.
I know a nigga named Louis that got some Louis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, cuz, but shout out to my Wiz, man. Like, 15 years, like, we've been in the ground. We've been together. Man. So we've been married 15 years. We've been together over 20, man. Like, we went on a prom together, high school together. Like,
I've seen the pictures when you be posting up.
Yeah, we've been together for, you know what I'm saying? Like, any fucking way. So my last thing I want you to do is I want you to send yourself a future message. I want you to talk in third person, to give yourself a message like Malcolm, and then give yourself your message.
Malcolm, man, these next 5 years, you gotta close this out. You gotta go out. You gotta go out. Give it your all for you and your family, so you can let your wife get to her thing while you do your other businesses, and live happily as a coach, hopefully, and with a happy family, 2-3 kids. I believe you can do it, man. And I want to see it.
Yeah, we believe that too, bro. Before we go, I want to definitely give a shout out to all my shout outs I always do to my guy Bo Harris, AGM Plus, Goldmine TV, my producer, that's my guy. Tyree Booker, Numerex, Derek Ellison, my partner with the Shoutout Showcase, Ryan Foran, which we're having on October the 28th down at the 167 Gym. That shit gonna be crazy. I got I'm up to like 17, and I'm at that point now where I got like the star power. Now I'm trying to fit in like the guys who ain't getting no love, who can hoop though. Like you said, the ballers know that they kill us.
Ballers know.
So like I'm trying to pick that group, and now of course I got everybody in my DM, the parents and all that. And shout out to the parents. Shout out,
it's busting now.
Yeah, like, shout out to the parents. But and they want their kid there, right? But anyway, so we got that coming up, and then of course on September the 8th, we got the Bailey Basketball Association, BBA. We having a girls game at Wintrust Arena. I'm finally, trying to assist my guy Bo with getting this girl thing together. We got the girls, we got the uniform. Shout out to SVI for sponsoring the uniform. So the girls gonna get a chance to play on Wintrust Arena floor. They're gonna get a chance to have all this shit up in the arena lights and the scoreboard and all that. And then they get a chance to see the Sky Gang. Which shout out to my guy Chaz Franklin, who's one of the developmental coaches down there at the. So I'm gonna see if they can meet some of them players. We said this.
We got that. We got set that up already.
Okay, see, I ain't even got to use my connect because the nigga got connects all over. Don't get it fucked up. I got connects all over.
I rose Dolo from state to state.
I rose Dolo from state to state. You know what I'm saying? I got my hands at my mom said something to me the other day. She asked me some question. I'm like, I got that. Like that's nothing. So she asked me, my sister was on TV. My sister runs one of the largest Black Men Hill. It's a organization that provides free therapy to Black men.
Okay.
Right? She been on the Breakfast Club, blah, blah, blah. So she was on the local news station about a week or two ago. Yeah. And so in our family group chat, I'm gonna be on the TV, whatever. And so I sent them the link, like the video of me watching this shit. And my mom was like, well, how do you do that?
Oh, because you ain't in Philly.
I ain't in Philly.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Shout out to my OG, dog. Man, thanks for coming up, man. I really appreciate you, man. I got mad love for you, cuz. For real, man. Thank you for coming. We'll see y'all on the next episode, y'all.